Hey, it's BessieLB and I am back again with another product review. Today I'm going to be reviewing 3 wines that I got from Aldi. So Aldi or Aldi, however you guys pronounce it, is a grocery store. I believe it's German, if not somewhere in Europe. Grocery store that started out there, and I feel like it became popular at least somewhere in the last 10 years or so, or maybe I'm wrong here in America, but I know when I lived back in the Bronx, that was the first time that I ever heard about it. And I was excited because I was like, oh my God, they have like their own brand labeled items and they're super affordable, and the store has like just a cool, just interesting setup. It reminded me of a grocery store that I shopped at a lot when I was younger called Save-A-Lot. I don't know if there's a Save-A-Lot anywhere else, but I know in the Northeast area there were Save-A-Lots, and back in Boston you'd go to Save-A-Lot to save, right? So Aldi reminds me of that. So I went to Aldi and I got these wines. Now they have branded wines that I've heard of, like they have Snoop Dogg's wine there, and I believe I've seen like Stella Rosa there and stuff like that, but these are wines that I had never heard of. These may also be branded wines, but I've never heard of them, so I was interested to try these out. So as you'll see in this video, I tried out 3 wines. One of them was a pineapple wine, the other one was what was considered a white vanilla wine, and the last one was a sangria, a white sangria. So you all check out these 3 clips where I taste test the wines at 3 different times, 3 different evenings, and get my initial take on all 3. Check it out. Okay, here's wine 1, Sangria, Product de España, so Spain, white sangria, serve code. Okay, so here is the first one. Okay, tasting on screen, brand new. Open it up. Product of Spain. I might need to be in Spain, honey. Here we go. Pouring. I'm pouring a real glass, y'all. A real glass. Okay. Okay, so it says enjoy it over ice or create your own blend by adding citrus and red fruits. Normally I feel like sangria is sweet, because y'all know I like sweet. Y'all been following me, y'all know I like sweet. But it's not terribly sweet. Like, I wish it was sweeter, but I think for y'all that don't like things super sweet and sangria is just around, like this sangria is just around, you would enjoy it, because it's really not super sweet. I mean, it's not obviously dry because it's sangria. I think you taste a lot more of the citrus fruit than you taste any other thing on here. It has all these fruit on the bottom. But the reality is I taste more lemon, lime, and like orange than I taste anything. I don't really taste strawberry. And they got grapes on here and peaches on here. I don't really taste that. So if I had to give this a score out of 10, I would not buy it again. I would, if I bought it again, I would mix it with something to make it a little bit more of a sweet, like, drink that I'm looking for. But out of a 10, I'd give it like a 6.5, 7 compared to any other sangria. Alright, y'all, I am here with wine number 2. Petite Vanilla Bean Wine Specialty. A blend of white wine with rich vanilla flavor and the finest cream. Okay, so here it is. And it's from Germany, so perfect synergy of white wine with a rich vanilla flavor and fine cream. It's super rich and creamy, and they make this wine specialty a delightful dessert on its own, or it's perfectly paired with all kinds of desserts and ice creams. So I guess what they're telling you is you could pour it on some ice cream, honey, or have a little side of strawberries and drink you a glass of this. And for those of you that know me, I love me vanilla. Vanilla is my preference over chocolate. So let's see. Pour me a glass. Pour me a glass. Pour me a glass. I'm excited about this because I've never tried wine that was cream based. So it's pretty interesting. Let's see. Yes! Okay, y'all, now wine number 2 is doing it for me. Y'all, definitely vanilla. And you know what it tastes like? They call it wine, and I guess excuse my ignorance of not knowing everything about wine, but when I think of wine, I think of wine equaling grapes. And so grapes usually means that it's like red wine or white wine, and it's more of a sweet or dry substance. I don't think of wines being creamy. This reminds me of, well, it says here actually, it says grape wine with vanilla and cream, fruit juice for color. So it is a grape wine. But baby, let me tell y'all, the way that this is tasting, honey, this tastes like Bailey's. So you know how you can get, or yeah, you know you can get like Bailey's, and there's like an almond milk flavor option now, or anything like that. This is definitely like a creamy drink, just like Bailey's Irish cream. That's exactly what this tastes like. So if y'all like Bailey's liquor, y'all would like this. So if this is at your Aldi, try this out. This is definitely a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for me, honey. 10 out of 10. All right, y'all. So this is the 3rd wine that I got from Aldi. It's called Pacific Fruit Vineyards. Sorry. Sweet pineapple. It's a great wine with natural flavors. And yeah, it's supposed to be, our sweet pineapple is swimming with fresh fruit flavors that mimic a tropical paradise. Juicy pineapple cascades into suitable hints of raw honey and sweet honeysuckle in this bright wine. Now, again, y'all know I like sweet wines, so here we go. Tasting on screen for y'all. Let me get y'all the, okay. So far, the sangria was, and then the vanilla creamed wine was A1. Now let's see. Pouring a glass of this, y'all. I'm pouring a whole glass of servings of this. We're gonna see, because we gotta be seeing what Aldi be hitting on with the wine companies they partnering with and selling. So let's see. Okay, so definitely tropical, definitely pineapple. And what else did it say? It said honey and sweet honey suckle. I can definitely taste the honey. I can definitely taste the pineapple. It smells like it. It got a little a little like, not carbonation, but a little to it. Kind of reminds you of the Moscato that got like slight fizz, but not like too much fizz because it's not sparkling or anything, but it got just like that slight little, you know, to it. And it is a nice sweet, but it isn't extremely sweet. You know how there's people that don't like sweet at all? Then there's people that love sweet. Then there's people that like in the middle or just that tad bit over the middle of sweet. So that's more of what this is. It's like that tad bit middle of sweet. So out of a 10 with the sweetness, it's probably like 7. So it's not 10 like woo dessert sweet, but it's a 7 where it's sweet enough that I think people that don't like sweet probably wouldn't love this. But for all my sweet lovers, this is good. I can definitely see this being mixed with something. That's what I was trying to say earlier. It's similar to champagne, but you know how champagne has all this fizz, or like Prosecco has all this fizz, but if you let it like sit for a few days, it fizzes out. It's kind of like that. It's like not a champagne, but it have like that last little bit of leftover fizz that would have been from it. So that's kind of what it reminds me of. But it's a nice sweet that I feel like it's something you can make like a nice little mimosa with, where you can like mix in some like fruit juice or something like that and make it like a nice little something. But I say try it out. Out of a rating of 10, I like it. So I'd definitely buy it again. I'd give it a 10. Okay, so you saw my reaction for all 3 wines. So let's start with the Sangria. The Sangria was a white Sangria, which I usually like white wine over red wine. So I would typically go for a white Sangria, sometimes over a red Sangria. But as you can see, my initial reaction was, it's not as sweet or attracting to me as it may be to others, or as I would have expected it to be, right? And then when we got to the white wine, which to me, I told y'all described as kind of like Bailey's Irish cream, or, you know, or a mudslide or something like that. And so to me, it was interesting to see that it's wine and it's not just considered just like a regular standard like alcohol, if you will. So that was interesting. But again, in comparison, they were that way. And then the last one that I had tried was the pineapple one. The pineapple one was good too, but it wasn't as sweet, but it was still pretty good. So I'd say, based on my initial reaction, y'all know that I'm a sweet wine drinker. So if you are, obviously take heed to what it is that I said about those drinks. It may or may not be your thing. If you're not a sweet wine drinker or don't like creamy drinks, then those may not be for you. I really love that Aldi has these options, and I want to do more research just on these brands because I hadn't done research on these brands. So if you heard of them, then you know where they are now if you weren't able to find them. But if you haven't heard of them, go to your closest Aldi and try them out and let me know what you think, because sometimes it's interesting to see when you all comment, Bessie, I tried this, I didn't love it. Bessie, I tried this, I loved it. You know, it's just really interesting to see what you guys think. So let me know what you think in the comments below.